Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us across the fence. I'm Fran Stoddard. Approximately 1 in 10 Vermonters make their living in manufacturing. That's about 30,000 jobs statewide, and the average manufacturing employee here makes $66,000 a year. Their jobs include computer and electronic products, as well as machinery, wood and metal products, among many other things. The Vermont Manufacturing Extension Center helps manufacturing businesses in our state grow and improve. Today, we're going to learn about the center and about the existence and emergence of advanced manufacturing technologies. Joining me is Chris Coulter. Chris is the Advanced Manufacturing Technology Advisor at the Vermont Manufacturing Extension Center. Welcome, Chris.
Thank you for having me.
It's great to have you here. So tell us about the center, also known as VMEC.
Yeah, VMEC is the Vermont Manufacturing Extension Center. And we are a statewide resource and a trusted advisor to all Vermont companies of any size. We are part of a larger network of what's called manufacturing extension partnerships, and or MEPs. And there's an MEP in every state in the union, and Vermont has VMEC as their MEP. We operate as a nonprofit, and we have over 25 years of experience serving Vermont companies and manufacturing. We have a host of advisors that can help companies with consulting, leadership training, hands-on training, continuous improvement projects, things like lean manufacturing, root cause analysis, problem solving skills, as well as now advanced manufacturing or Industry 4.0.
Wonderful. So tell us, what is advanced manufacturing and why is it important to Vermont?
Yeah, advanced manufacturing is a broad term. It really represents a wide range of technologies and digital infrastructure. These are technologies such as additive manufacturing, or what's commonly known as 3D printing, robotics or co-robotics, augmented reality, wearable sensors, data analytics, cloud computing, and cybersecurity. These are all technologies under an umbrella of what we call Industry 4.0, or the fourth industrial revolution. You might remember from your history class, the first industrial revolution was the use of steam and water. We harnessed that power to power machinery. And the second industrial revolution was a technology revolution where we electrified machinery, and we had things like Henry Ford's assembly line for mass production. The third industrial revolution is the digital revolution, which happened after World War II, where we started to use computers and programming of machinery in manufacturing. And the fourth industrial revolution, and it's what we're talking about today, it's advanced manufacturing, and really the use of data in manufacturing. We are collecting data from machines and from manufacturing to help with business intelligence, to learn about how your process is running, your capacity, your efficiencies, to help drive improvement. So my role within VMEC is just to help Vermont companies to connect with this technology and integrate. And we have not only specialty within VMEC, we have a national network of MEPs, of resources that we can draw upon. So why is this important to Vermont? This is a revolution. We are really trying to be more competitive. We want to grow our companies. We want to have attractive jobs, really interesting, exciting jobs to keep our Vermonters working in Vermont.
Such an interesting historic perspective of where to put manufacturing now and how it's different. So give us some examples of advanced manufacturing.
Yeah, one of the most common is additive manufacturing. This again is commonly referred to as 3D printing. There are really 7 different types of processes that have been developed and incorporated into equipment that can do advanced manufacturing for both metal and plastic or polymers. We describe this this additive manufacturing, as adding material from the bottom up. It's built in thin layers. And in the case of metals, we're using powders and lasers to fuse things together. It's really fantastic. And this technology allows you to design and incorporate features that you couldn't do with traditional manufacturing, or what we refer to as subtractive manufacturing. This is where, for instance, you take a block of metal and you cut away or machine away features to make your part. With additive, we have really free complexity. We can make the part as intricate or complex as you want. You can have internal features and channels and heat transfer and cooling channels and things like that, all designed into the part.
So
and
Chris,
this was,
yeah, we're seeing these parts, and I think we've seen a metal one and then a plastic one. What is that we're seeing? And clearly these were made with 3D printers.
Yeah, you can do really a variety of materials, aluminum, stainless steel, titanium, even copper. So there's really a broad range of materials. With plastics, there's everything from soft rubbery materials to hard, rigid plastics. And these are the parts that you're seeing on the screen are just examples of those types of products that can be produced with this technology.
Great. And then on to collaborative robotics.
Yeah, so people understand what robots are. We call these things cobots, but they're really working side by side with a human in manufacturing. And what we do is we employ the robot to do either really repetitive work, dangerous work, heavy lifting perhaps, or maybe jobs that require high accuracy or high repetition. And so this helps the worker to be more efficient and protects them from injury.
And then augmented reality. What a term.
Yeah, people are familiar with this probably from video gaming, where you have this mask that you wear over your eyes, and you're seeing visual images that present this alternative reality. The use for manufacturing is to help with training or maintenance of equipment. You can imagine a video screen that shows the equipment, and there's online or on-screen instructions on how to properly operate that machine or how to do maintenance. And this is a far step above, traditional, instructions, written instructions and things like that. This allows people to be trained easier and for the jobs to be done well.
Exciting. And then there are also wearables, sensors, data analytics, and cybersecurity, very important these days that you're working on.
Yeah, exactly. Really with Industry 4.0, what we're doing is we're collecting data from a variety of sources. It might be a sensor worn by a person, it might be a smart sensor on a machine or on a robot, or it might just be information from the programming and operation of manufacturing equipment. And we take this data and it can be processed locally on a server, or it could be sent up to the cloud for further computing. And then we break that down and we use that data with data analytics to assess the manufacturing, predict maintenance, recognize where there's quality issues, look for capacity constraints and other things like that that help your business run smarter. Well, and with cybersecurity, there's a lot of data flowing around. And so it's really important to protect its integrity and access to that data.
So how does VMEC fit in and help Vermont companies with this advanced manufacturing?
Yeah, so VMEC, as I said, has a team of advisors to help companies. We also have our national network of MEPs. There's states that have a head start on implementing some of this technology, and we can leverage their expertise. But one of the most involved and exciting things that VMEC has been part of is the Vermont Manufacturing Collaborative, or VTMC. And this is an entity that was formed from an industry need Vermont company came forward and said, I want to design and build this part with additive manufacturing, but it's a metal part. It's complex. The equipment is expensive, and it takes a lot of technical know-how to operate the equipment. So the idea was born of, what if we had a center where we could have all this technology and provide access to Vermont companies, as well as use it for educational purposes. So the Vermont Manufacturing Collaborative idea was born there, and it was really brought about through industry partners, VMEC leadership, the Vermont State Department of Economic Development, as well as Senator Patrick Leahy, who really, this whole team has come together and had made this a reality.
Chris, this is very exciting, but amazingly, we're almost out of time. So what kinds of advanced manufacturing jobs might somebody obtain in Vermont? What does this really look like?
Yeah, these are really exciting, interesting, well-paying careers. We have engineers that will be needed for design, manufacturing, and data analytics, manufacturing technicians to run, program and maintain equipment, programmers, statisticians, data scientists, but really it's anyone who's a curious problem solver. We just need people to think and help to drive improvement. The Advanced Manufacturing Center that I was talking about with the Vermont Collaborative is going to be this center with all of this equipment, and it's available for education purposes as well. So our goal is to really make the equipment available, accessible for all Vermonters, industry, as well as educators to come and use and learn and achieve great things.
Well, Chris, this is very exciting stuff. And before we run out of time, I want to let people know how they can learn more about the Vermont Manufacturing Extension Center. You can check the website. It's vmec.org, or you can call the center at 802-728-1432. Thank you so much, Chris, for introducing us to this exciting technology, and good luck to you.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me. And I'd just like to encourage all your viewers to become part of this revolution. Tell your friends, tell your kids, your grandkids about this exciting new technology. It's going to bring great things to Vermont. We have access to this center right in our backyard.
Great, Chris. Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
And thank you for joining us across the fence. I'm Fran Stoddard. Stay well.